Welcome to another episode of I'm an Indecisive Wreck, and I'm gonna let you guys pick my TBR. Hello everybody, welcome to July if you're already in it, or almost welcome if we're still in June. Do I know when this video is going up? No. That's the editor's job. However, I see these videos of people figuring out what's the highest ranking book on your TBR or on your shelves, and what's the lowest rated on your shelves. And I'm like, interesting. So I have devised a strategy. I'm gonna let you guys vote if I'm gonna read the best rated books on my shelves this month, or if I'm gonna read the least rated books. How this works is I'm just gonna show you which book is in each category, and you're gonna comment below which books I should read, the best or the worst. So you get to decide if you really like me getting angry at stuff and you just want the opportunity for me to yell more. So you're going to vote for the least popular books, or you're actually really interested in my opinion on these popular mainstream books, and you want to know what I actually think, and if they're worth the hype. So you're going to vote for the good books. Literally, pick my poison. You're in charge. If you want to see my honest opinion on some good books, vote for the great ones. If you like me being salty, I salute your sadistic ways. I'm the same. So let's get into our contenders. We're going to start with the lowest rating books. Now, nothing on my shelves is scandalously low rated. Everything's above 3.5, which is fine in my opinion. And coincidences, each category, good books or least good books, they each have 8 books in them. So no matter what you pick, I'm still going to read the same number of books. But starting off our worst list at number 5 with a 3.77 is the last book in the Maze Runner series, The Death Cure, by James Dashner. And because this book, even though it's the last in the series, is on this list, that means I'm going to have to read all the Maze Runner series. So the first book, The Maze Runner, second book, Scorched Trials, that's on the list too. How much I know about this book? None, because it's the third book. But I do know the first book, The Maze Runner. It's about this boy, Thomas. He wakes up in this labyrinth-looking thing. Inside of the labyrinth, there's a clearing where all these boys live, no girls. None of the people there have any memories. They're just trying to figure out how to survive and how to get out the labyrinth. Because the labyrinth, the maze, why did I call it a labyrinth? It's literally the Maze Runner. The maze, it's relatively safe at night. It's relatively safe in the day, not at night. So they try to go in and explore it during the day, but it's so dang big they don't know how to get out of it. But at night, that's when I believe the grievers come out and just start eating everyone. But then everything changes one day when a girl suddenly shows up into the clearing. I think it's called The Glade. I read the first book a long time ago, was pretty mad about it, but it's time for a reread, if you so choose. The fourth lowest rated book on my shelves is Wicked Saints at a 3.7. I have heard this is a ripoff of Six of Crows. I love Six of Crows, so I am the best judge for this. A girl named Nadia who hears the whispers of the gods inside her head. A prince surrounded by desperate suitors and deadly assassins. A monster hidden behind pale, tortured eyes, and a smile that cuts like a knife. The paths of these 3 characters become entwined during a centuries-long war filled with sinners and saints, magic and mystery, and a star-crossed romance that threatens to tip the scales between dark and light forever. Does it sound Six of Crowsy? Not really. But now you know just as much as I know about it. Or did I mix that up with There Will Come a Darkness? Probably did. What sort of creator, content creator, reviewer am I? Alright, and number 3 on our list of least rated books is A Shadow Bright and Burning. This is sort of a spoof on the Chosen One trope, I believe. I heard Murphy Napier talk about this book, and she actually really liked it. And I also have the sequel book already, A Poison, Dark, and Drowning. I know there's a third, I don't have it. So if I do like these books, I'm gonna have to go buy it. But if I don't, then I'll put the series down. I'm kind of concerned because the lady who wrote Red Queen blurbed this. When Henrietta is forced to reveal her power to save a friend, she expects to be executed. Red Queen, Frostblood. Instead, she's invited to train as one of Her Majesty's royal sorcerers. Thrust into the glamour of Victorian London, Henrietta, Victoria London, like a darker shade of magic? Henrietta is declared the chosen one, the girl who will defeat the ancients, bloodthirsty demons terrorizing humanity. She also meets her fellow sorcerer trainees, handsome young men eager to test her power and her heart. Ooh. One will challenge her, one will fight for her, one will betray her. Interesting. But Henrietta is not the chosen one. With battle looming, she will have to decide how much she's willing to risk to save the city and the one she loves. We got betrayal in the midst. And number 2 at 3.69. Did I say Shadow Bright and Burning was 3.75? So that actually should have been number 4. What kind of content creator am I? But number 2 is Cabin 10. The woman. What kind of a content creator am I? The Woman in Cabin 10 by an author I don't like, Ruth Ware. 3.69. Thrillers usually do have weird ratings, because you either love the twist or you hate it. Got a lady on a ship. She's doing cruise stuff. Or she's not doing cruise stuff and she's an introvert and she's nauseated by the seasickness and she just wants to stay in her room. That's what I would do. There's no summary on the back of this. You did me wrong. Anyways, lady's in her cabin. Murder happens next door probably. It's up to her to somehow solve it. Ruth Ware tends to be too descriptive for me in thrillers. Thrillers I want nice and fast. But I do think this is like her most famous book, so we shall see if she manages to sway me into her favors. Whatever that expression is. Sway my opinion. Earn my favor. And lastly, at the same score of 3.69, we have another thriller, The Girl Before, by J.P. Delaney, who wrote The Perfect Wife. Yes, Perfect Wife, which is a book I actually did like. It was told in second-person point of view, so it had all the yous and stuff in it, and I really liked that. Emma, reeling from a traumatic break-in, Emma wants a new place to live and discovers 1 Folgate Street, an architectural masterpiece sleekly designed with soaring ceilings, but there are rules for the tenants. The house's the house's strange architect likes to retain full control of the surroundings, mandating, among other things, no clutter of any kind. The space is ingeniously crafted to transform its occupant, and it does. Jane. After a personal tragedy, Jane needs a fresh start. She's instantly drawn to 1 Folgate Street, and to its aloof but seductive creator. Moving in, Jan soon learns about the untimely death of the home's previous tenant. As Jane tries to untangle truth from lies, she unwittingly follows the same patterns, makes the same choices, and experiences the same terror as the girl before. So, we got some more shady apartment sitting sounding stuff, like I just read in Lock Every Door, which is creepy, because who wants to be watched while they're sleeping? Not me. Bella Swan does. So those are the worthy contenders of the least rated books. But now let's get into the highest rating books. Starting off at number 5, we have what I call the darling of booktube, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, 4.33. There's an aging starlet. She's had like 7 husbands, not like she did. And who ends up having 7 husbands? Did she kill them all? Did they all hate her? Did she kill them for money? Or did she just live a life of tragedy? Who knows? Well, we'll know when we read the book. And the reporter girl in this book, who's, up and coming, hasn't done a big story yet, I believe, she gets the chance to interview an aging Evelyn Hugo. And Evelyn, for the first time ever, is ready to spill the beans on her whole life. I've heard some people love this book. I have it, obviously. I bought it for like $2. I'm just not drawn to this book for some reason. But I like her outfit. Now, at 4th place with a 4.45 and 3rd place with a 4.49 is Golden Sun and Morningstar, which, if you know, are the books in the Red Rising series, which I believe takes place on Mars or another planet. It's sci-fi. His wife taken, his people enslaved, driven by a longing for justice and the memory of lost love, Darrow will stop at nothing to bring down his enemies, even if he must become one of them to do so. I like this. I think this is one of those book societies where people are divided by color, red, gold, and blue. I'm not really sure. I don't know a lot about this. But I do know this author has beautiful eyes. Next up with a highly commendable 4.5 is, you ready for it? Thunderhead of the Scythe Trilogy. So what does that mean? If you guys vote for the best books, then I get to read the Scythe Trilogy. I have all the books. This is a world where sickness is gone. People are immortal. But when people don't die, things get overpopulated. So this group called the Scythe, they kill people. But they have a quota. Like, so many of this race, so many of this sex, nothing's wanton. And we get to follow our main characters, Citra and Rowan, as they are apprenticed to the Scythe. Misadventures ensue. I've heard so many good things about Scythe, but as the score shows, I've heard even better about Thunderhead, and apparently there's this twist cliffhanger that has people all in a huff, just gasping in amazement. So maybe I need to figure out why they're gasping. And lastly, the king of my bookshelf, apparently, besides Eldest, is our highest rating book at 4.54, Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. I do not have the next book, Starsight, but if I love this book, you can bet your booty that I'll read the next one. I've wanted to get into a Brandon Sanderson book for so long. this might be my chance. This is a sci-fi. It's about this girl. Her dad he did some type of cowardly pilot thing, and so people shun him if he's not dead, I don't know. And they shun his daughter, Spinza, too. When I think of Spinza, I think of the Pokemon Spinda. But she wants to get into the pilot academy, I believe, so bad, but they won't let her because they think she has cowardly blood. But then everything changes when she finds a sentient AI ship. And it's like a twist on a boy with his dragon, but now it's a girl with her ship. Kinda wished it was still a dragon, but I will take the talking ship. I really like AIs. Aiden from Illumine. Aiko from Lunar Chronicles. The AI that was in Ready Player One. They're usually the best characters. So guys, that is our list. Our least popular list and our most popular list. You've heard everyone that is in each little thing, so it's up for you to decide now which one I should read in the comments below. Let me know if you want it to be the worst books, quote unquote, or the best books. It is up to you. And by July, probably, I will hop on this TBR quicker than a toad out of a boiling pot of water. Who put the toad in the water in the first place? I don't know. Stay ready, my friends.